Football is one of the most popular sports in the world. We have a large variety of football leagues in the world. Some of the most popular football leagues in the world include La Liga in Spain, Bundesliga in Germany, Serie A in Italy, Ligue 1 in France, English Premier League in England, as well as many others. In the world, we have many football stars, but these footballers have also faced some near-death experiences. Today, we will take a look at some of the football players who almost died. Before we continue our video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for more videos. Number 1. Fernando Torres. Torres collapsed hard to the ground in the 85th minute after being hit from behind in a ball dispute late in Atletico's 1-1 draw at Deportivo La Coruña. Players for Madrid discovered Torres unconscious and choking on his tongue. Torres' mouth was forced open by teammates Gabi and Saim. The players and the referee immediately requested for medical assistance. The medical professionals treated him on the field for several minutes, while other players warned the spectators not to create noise. Finally, he was carried on a stretcher to an ambulance and taken to hospital. His teammates were nearly in tears from astonishment after learning of Torres' head injuries. Carlos Lorino, the club's physician, later praised Gabi and Saim for their excellent response in keeping Torres from choking on his own tongue. The 32-year-old spent the night in the hospital undergoing different tests and a comprehensive physical checkup. Later, Atletico announced that scans had revealed there is no dramatic modifications or injuries and that he would require 48 hours of rest. Later, Torres wrote on Twitter, "Thank you all so much for looking out for me and for your encouraging thoughts." Number 2. Cristiano Ronaldo. On January 8, 2009, Ronaldo's coach called for an early practice. However, Ronaldo wasn't feeling himself that day and had overslept. When he realized he was late, he jumped out of bed into his brand new Ferrari and made his way to practice the fastest way he knew. One moment, he was in a Ferrari going 150 miles per hour, and the next, he found himself losing control and crashing into a roadside barrier of a tunnel. A witness described how the front edge of the sports car had been demolished while one of the front wheels had sheared off and could be seen 200 yards away from the scene. For Cristiano Ronaldo, the accident that changed his life occurred just 3 days after purchasing his dream car. The fact that Ronaldo walked away from this accident is a miracle. He was seen later that day at practice. Number 3. John Terry. Lewin came to the captain of England's help after Terry accidentally kicked himself in the face and swallowed his tongue, blocking his airway. During a thrilling Carling Cup final, the Chelsea defender was caught by Arsenal's Abu and put down cold. Terry's airway had gotten clogged, according to Chelsea's medical staff, and he was starting to turn blue. Lewin, who was treating one of his team's players behind the Arsenal goal at the time of the event, sprinted to Terry's side in a matter of seconds, recognized the gravity of the situation, and took appropriate action to restore Terry's breathing. When Terry eventually recovered and learned how important Lewin had been to his recovery, he begged to go back to the stadium from the hospital to personally thank him. "I owe you one," Terry said as he waited outside the Arsenal dressing room with Lewin. Number 4. Matheus Silva. Back in 2017, it was about to be 4th of July, so Silva and his teammates decided to drive to Lake Tahoe and enjoy the beach for a little while. However, because it was the 4th of July, they already knew the beach would be crowded and they had a game later that day, so they planned to pull up extra early around 6 a.m. Little did they know that things were about to get crazy. The following morning, the beach was so beautiful, and just as a kid without thinking, he jumped into the water, and all of a sudden lost control of his body. His friends tried to rescue him, but he was not breathing and had no pulse. 2 days later, Silva woke up. He was confused and dazed and had no recollection about what just happened. It turned out that he had been in a coma. See, he was so excited about getting in the water that he didn't realize the water was freezing, so as soon as he jumped in, his body went into shock and it caused his heart to stop. Number 5. Neymar. Neymar's reality was that he nearly didn't live to see his first birthday, and the events of 1992 left a permanent mark on him. At the time, he was only 4 months old. His dad and his mom were driving to visit some relatives, but that's when things turned deadly. The family was living in Brazil at the time, and they were driving up the mountains, but out of nowhere, a ridiculous storm hit, and it wasn't just a typical storm. Due to the torrential rains and reduced visibility, their car hit the mountain. All of them were injured so badly, Neymar's dad was unable to find him and frantically searched for him until finally he was discovered under the seat, covered with blood. Luckily, emergency services got to them just in time, and they were admitted to the hospital and treated for their injuries. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for more videos.